I hope all doing well. So, Unit 3, let's we discuss once again organizational behavior in holistic perspective introduction. Okay, so introduction already we have discussed in our previous class also. Organization is a behavior, is a study of how individuals and groups behave in organization and how this behaviors affects organizational performance. So, what are the main objective? Improve employee performance, increase motivation, build teamwork, reduce conflicts, and achieve organizational goals. This is from where this is from organizational behavior in holistic perspective. Isn't clear? Now, cognitive process. Already we have discussed this process by which individuals receive, organize, and interpret information to understand their environment. Okay, sensation is one concept, perception is one concept. Sensation means what receives stimuli through senses and physical process. It is a physical process and automatic. Is I'm clear? Coming to perception. What is a perception? Giving meaning to stimuli, psychological process based on experience. Example I have given: seeing red light. Okay, seeing red light is in sensation. Understanding it means stop. It is a perception. I hope you understand. Here in an environment, by seeing the environment in an organization, we can understand how the situation is in. Okay, that is known as a perceptual process. Perceptual process mainly focuses on five areas, that is stimulus, organization, attention, interpretation, and response. Is that clear? So, perceptual selectivity, people notice only selected information from stimuli. External factors, what are the external factors? Size, intensity, contrast, repetition, novelty, and movement. This is all the external factors, and internal factors is the needs, motivation, experience, learning, personality, and the expectations. Okay, take screenshot of this mark. So this is the from unit 3 organizational behavior in perspective in holistic perspective, that introduction part: objective, cognitive process, perception, sensation versus perception, perceptual process. What are the perceptual process? Stimulus, organization, attention and interpretation, response. And coming to perceptual selectivity, people notice only selected information from the stimuli. Is that clear? Now coming to the perceptual organization, people organization information into meaningful patterns, principle, figure and ground, proximity, similarity, closure and continuity. Role of perception management, already I explained you. Decision making, employee performance appraisal, leadership, okay, motivation, yes, teamwork and conflict management and communication. This is the role of a perception. Okay, now coming to need theory of motivation, total five levels. This is implemented by the Maslow hierarchy of needs, we will call. First one is the psychological needs, second one is the safety needs, third one is the social needs, fourth one is the esteem needs, and fifth one is the self actualization needs. And tree needs by whom given Alder Ferd's ERG theory. We will call it as a ERG theory. One is existence, second one is relatedness, third one is the growth. Okay, so now coming to MC Silence need theory and tree needs. What is that? Need for achievement, need for power, need for affiliation, desire to excel and achieve goals, desire to influence others, and desire to friendly relations. So this is given by whom? Miss Silence need. Okay, need theory. We will call the Mrs. Silence given this need theory completely three needs he have given. And coming to the development and achievement. Development and achievement. Managers can improve achievement by setting challenging goals, giving regular feedback, providing training, and encouraging responsibility. Is I am clear? So, implications of need theory help managers understand employee needs, improve motivation, increase productivity, reduce absenteeism, and improve the job satisfaction. This is the development of achievement motive. This is the implications of need of theories. Now, coming to the Herzberg's hygiene theory expectancy, I have discussed this topic in a live. You can see, you can go and check there. Herzberg's two-factor theory is that hygiene theory. We will call it as a prevent satisfaction theory and motivational factor. Here, prevent satisfaction, dissatisfaction theory is that based on salary, company policy, working conditions, job security, supervision, interpersonal relations. This do not motivate but prevent dissatisfaction. Is I am clear? Now, coming to motivational factor, achievement, recognition, responsibility, promotion, growth, challenging work. This improve the job satisfaction. So, increase satisfaction theory, prevent dissatisfaction theory. Given by whom? Herzberg two-factor theory. We will call it as a two-factor theory. So, application where it is can applicable job enrichment, better work and environment, employee recognition, and career growth. I hope all you understood. Okay, please take screenshot of this development of achievement motive. We have discussed the implication of need theories. We have discussed and Herzberg's two-factor theory that is prevent dissatisfaction and increases satisfaction. Is I clear? Now come to Vroom's expectancy theory. I already mentioned you guys that I will explain this Vroom's theory. We call it as a Vroom's theory given by the Vroom. Okay, employee work hard when they believe effort leads to rewards. Is I clear? Three factors involves value of reward, belief that effort leads to good performance, instrumentality, belief that effort leads to good rewards, balance, expectancy, and instrumentality. Model motivation is equal to expectancy into instrumentality into balance. This is known as the Vroom's expectancy theory. Is I clear? V stands for what? Value of reward. E stands for expectancy, that is a belief that effort leads to good performance, and instrumentality, belief that effort leads to good rewards and great rewards. Okay, if any factor is zero, motivation becomes the zero. Impact of uncertainty, motivation decrease when rewards are uncertain, promotion of unfair promotion, performance is not recognized. Impact of uncertainty motivation అంటే ఏంటమ్మా, rewards are uncertain, okay na, promotion of unfair performance is not recognized. Evaluation, advantages and limitations. Practical theory improves performance, encourage goal achievement. Limitations, what are the disadvantages? Difficulty to measure assumes rational thinking, individual differences affect motivation obviously. This is known fact, right? So after that, if you come to John Adams equity theory, I already explained you. Please check once again. Employees compare their rewards with others. Equity theory, employees compares input and output in ratio based. They will give inputs. What is inputs? Effort, skills, experience, education, time. What is output? Salary, promotion, recognition, benefits. Is that clear? Equity is equal to fair balance between input and output. If ratios are equal, satisfaction. If unequal, minus dissatisfaction. Okay, na? So this is the most important theory, that is John Adams equity theory and Vroom's expectancy theory. Both is very important. Please take screenshot and try to make your own notes. Okay. Now coming to consequences of inequity, employees may reduce effort. Is I'm clear? Reduce effort, become dissatisfied, complain, leave the organization, power of productivity. Obviously, inequity will be there, means employees may do this only, right? Evolution. If you do talk about the evolution of this particular inequity, that advantages and disadvantages. Promote in advantages, promote fairness, improves employee morale, and reduces conflicts. Is I'm clear? And disadvantages or limitations is that perception differs from person to person, difficult to measure fairness, comparison may be inaccurate. Okay. Now completed almost all unit 3 we have completed. Prepare Velma, so take screenshots. Even I will send the important question answers. Try to write your own answers. Thank you so much.